Hey guys, and welcome to another part of Let's Build a Brownstone Apartment. So for this part, I did do some things inside, which you can see, but I changed my mind about them. So I'm going to basically, in the beginning of this part, just kind of renovate what I've done. The only thing that I am going to keep is the fire escape, which I built over here, which I'm actually very happy with, so I'm going to keep that. But I decided that for the sake of this video, I really wanted, or for the sake of this video, for the sake of this build, I really wanted these apartments to be multiple apartments because I just realized when I was setting things up that they're a little bit large and they're just, I think they'd be better suited if I could maybe do 2 apartments in each. So we're going to make this a total of 4 apartments, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the layout, and I'm probably going to just speed through that, otherwise it'll take the whole video to do that. So I'm going to play some music and you can enjoy the setup, and hopefully it won't take me too long, and then I will come back and we'll do a little bit of a walkthrough and start building. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so I'm not sure if I left the footage in the video or not. Depends on how long it actually takes me to do it. But this is the layout I came up with. So this is going to be the entryway. It's going to be like a communal area for everybody. And then obviously if you play this, you can just choose one apartment to play in and lock the other one so that the other Sims can't go into it. Or you can just make maybe like 4 separate families consisting of just a couple of Sims or even one Sim, and you can play all 4 apartments, or you could delete everything and make it black, like whatever you want to do. So basically, this is the entryway. Here is the first apartment over here, and I like this layout a little bit better because it makes the apartments more believable because they're smaller, which is going to be more challenging to furnish, but it's also more realistic. So downstairs, this is going to be the living area. I don't think this family is going to have a TV in their living room. They just don't strike me as the type, so I didn't really worry about a space for a TV. This is going to be the kitchen. Maybe we can squeeze in like a little dining table, but I don't know if we'll be able to. We might move things around a little bit too. We have a single bathroom, and then this little hallway connects to both apartments, and the red door is a fire exit. So this is the second apartment, and this is more open living plan. So we have the entryway, and then I'm probably going to stick the kitchen and like a little table over here, and then a teeny living room and a teeny little bathroom in the corner. We also have the upstairs of the first apartment. So they do have a little bathroom here and then an open kind of balcony area. I figured we could put some cool stuff like a card table or something out here. And then again, we have that hallway that connects to the fire door. So if you're going to play this game, you're probably going to want to lock these doors so that the Sims can't go into each other's apartments. And then we have 2 smaller rooms here, obviously. And then this is the second floor for the second apartment. We have the stairs stacked on this side. We have an entry, like open area here. And then this is the master bedroom. They have their own closet and ensuite. And then we go to the final floor, and this is the third floor for the first apartment. This is the master bedroom up here, master ensuite, closet, and then we have another room right there and a little kind of open area, and there's the hallway again. I actually forgot to put the doors. And then this is the third floor. We have the open area. This will be a bathroom. It's kind of actually weird that the fire door is in the bathroom. We'll put the fire door over here. So this will be an office, I thought maybe. Right here will be the bathroom, and then 2 extra rooms here. So that's kind of the layout that I had decided for this. We'll see if it works out when I start playing it, but yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and furnish. So I guess I'm going to get started on that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete these parts of the garden and make it like accessible to the entire thing and just kind of make it a communal area. Maybe we'll do like a little garden area instead of all cement, but now that I'm doing it more than 2 apartments here, because I didn't really fathom like how large they were until I went to do the layout, and it just wasn't what I had envisioned. So we can just do this later. But yeah, like I said, if you want to just play one apartment, you can easily just like go in and find like black paint, paint all the walls black, paint the floors black, delete the furniture, and lock the doors so your Sims can just play in one apartment, like if you want to simulate apartment life or something. But I'm going to go ahead and furnish them with families in mind, so I'm going to get into that. Alright guys, well my computer is kind of running a little bit hot for some reason, so I have my fan on it, and I have to have it running, so if you hear like a weird noise in the background, it's my fan, and I apologize, but I have to have it on. So I think I'm going to start with furnishing this little kind of entry area. And my thought behind this would be that someone, I think I've said it before, like bought this building and renovated it to make it a little bit more modern. So I would think that it would have these nice hardwood floors, and this is definitely the more, prestigious side of the building. So I feel like they'd have some really fancy wallpaper in here, and it would just be very, very upper class. So that's what we're going with. I actually like that one quite a bit. So I think I'm going to make one of the apartments, probably this one, a little more traditional, like in the furnishing sense, because I feel like the people that would live here would be maybe an older couple, or maybe the other side. Mm, I don't know. I think I want like one ultra modern family and then one kind of a little bit more traditional, like with a modern mix, if that makes sense. So, what kind of things would we have in here if this were an apartment building? It's going to be interesting considering we don't have apartment life or anything like it, but I really, really wanted to build an apartment, so that's what I'm going with. Well, I mean, I don't really know. Hmm. It would probably be pretty clean with like some artwork on the walls, is what I would assume. Maybe there's something we can hang that would look nice. Like maybe an event calendar or something for the area. But maybe that would be something that would be in the other apartments versus this one. Like if we put a bulletin board. I mean, I guess that could be okay. It is a little bit not as classy, but I feel like it's a good place. No, I just don't think that they'd have that. I feel like they would get like letters or something if it was something super serious, and maybe this is a historic building. Oh, you know what? It would help if I had move objects on. bb dot move objects on. So maybe it was like a historic building, and so that's why they restored it or something. So there's like a plaque about the people that owned it. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill up space, guys. Don't judge me. They would definitely have more traditional paintings kind of in the lobby. I mean, I like those contemporary ones, but I don't know. I just feel like this is a little bit more, think like hotel lobby. That's kind of what we're going for in here. Maybe put a nice little painting, well, pretty large painting, and then a table. Not comfort. Oh, but a chair could be nice though. Like a waiting area. That would be good. Good, good. Maybe really wall. Why you gotta play me like this? Um, actually like that quite a bit, but I'm gonna obviously change the color. Let's go ahead and do. Oh, I like that one. Okay, we'll do that table and put a little bit of a plant on it. Just something nice. We'll throw in that contemporary plant just to kind of touch on that style a little bit because I do want this to be kind of a contemporary traditional, if that makes sense. I probably doesn't. Probably doesn't at all. Let's go ahead and throw in the coat rack. And sorry if you can hear the rain. Between the rain and my fan, I'm sure the audio of this video is going to be great. It is just going to be great. We'll put in a plant. Maybe we'll do. That doesn't look right. It doesn't exactly feel the way that I feel. I've been playing The Sims 2, and there's this one little like knobby looking plant that I just love, and I feel like it would be perfect, and I can't get it, and it makes me sad. It makes me cry sad tears. Nah, I don't like that one. What kind of plant should we put here? Maybe this one. Just size it up a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's okay. I feel like this area definitely needs like one of those rugs that can we size that up? Oh, it actually looks good. That's actually exactly what I was going for size wise. So let's see if we have a good color for in here. I actually kind of like the green. I mean, that one's pretty nice, and then there's that one, and then there's the green. I feel like the green is nice. What if I made this green again? I mean, it looked green. I don't even know if it actually is green. Oh, there's the green one. I actually kind of like the green. I think I might stick with that. Add in touches of green, and maybe we'll put, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Go to comfort and go to this side of the building and put like a little sofa or something, like a little love seat, just for if you have guests waiting for you or visitors or something. And I feel like this would probably work out for that. Oh, but they don't have a green color. So that's a little bit too modern, and I think that's a little too traditional for what I want. The green's not right. This one's pretty nice. Do I like that? I just don't feel like it's what I'm looking for. It's just not quite right, you know? It's a little too much. Little too much. And see, that's a little bit too much the other direction. Alright, well, I like this one the best, so I think I'm going to go with maybe just the white one. Just put that there. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And then we'll put some kind of decorations over top. Well, I don't know. That could be kind of cool to have like the juxtaposition of the more contemporary painting with the more traditional painting. Do I like it center of the wall or centered above the couch? I think I like it center of the wall. A little bit different. Alright, I feel like that's okay. And then I feel like we need something on this wall too. Maybe we can go, oh, that's too big. Too big. Maybe one of these little guys. Maybe that's a picture of the original building. That's okay. It works for me. And like I've said before, this is a Let's Build. So if you have any suggestions for things that you think would look better, let me know and we can always change it. It does not have to stay like this. So I'm going to go ahead and move on from this space. I feel like I kind of want to work on this one next, and I'm going to just do these lights in here because the whole building was renovated, yes, no, renovated by the same person, and therefore I feel like, you know, they would have the same lighting and stuff throughout. So, but I kind of assume these would be like apartments that you would more than likely buy, not rent. So I'm gonna be a little loose with the like decorating and stuff. Like obviously you can't paint apartments usually, and I think I'm gonna make these guys the more traditional family of the group. So I might do some nice traditional looking window coverings. I kind of like that yellow. And then the stairs, I'm going to I think I'm going to put that one on there actually. I kind of like that. Go a little more traditional. Okay. As far as wall coverings go, I'm trying to push myself because I don't typically use like the traditional wall stuff or furniture or really anything, so I want to kind of mix it in. I think that looks nice. Yes. Okay. Now, what about the kitchen? Should we go with the same? Oh, it's the same. Oh, no, it's not the same wallpapering. Okay. Should we go with the same kind of wallpapering or should we mix it up? I feel like we should do something different because the kitchen would have been renovated too and would probably fall a little bit more modern than the rest of the house. So, I don't know if it would be that modern. Very indecisive. I mean, I like that, but I just don't feel like it suits this house. This one's kind of nice. Maybe we could do a green in the kitchen. We'll do that on those two walls, and then do some white on these ones maybe. This family though, would they? I don't think that they'd have that. Like I don't know if I feel that. I just don't think that I do. Honestly, they'd probably have something more like that. A little more beige kind of coloring. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty good. And in a small space, they'd probably utilize their space quite a bit. So, I mean, we could put a computer under the stairs. Again, I don't think I'm going to have a TV in this room. I might, like, maybe we can have a little TV. Maybe put it in, like, this area. I just don't feel like they'd have a huge TV. It's just not that kind of family. So we'll get, like, that little guy. I just feel like they'd probably sit and read books more. We could put a bookshelf under the stairs. Well, obviously one that like doesn't cut through it, like maybe that one. Does that cut through the stairs? No, not really. And I think I'm going to go dark wood on that. That looks pretty good. And then for a couch, we'll just do a smaller couch. And ooh, the yellow is a lot. It's a lot of yellow. That just doesn't look very comfortable to me. I just don't feel like you would want that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the stripes. Stripes it is. Alrighty, and maybe... Ooh, the rain just picked up big time. We'll just get the matching chair. And I guess I'll just do that on either side. This is definitely more of the traditional family. I feel like this would be maybe the family that has like a lot of children, whereas this family over here would be like a younger couple. That's just like the vibe that I'm getting. So, I mean, you don't have to play it that way. You can obviously renovate it whatever you want. And like I said, ideas are always welcome. Put a carpet in here maybe. I don't know if I like that color though, or that carpet, to be honest. I feel like maybe they need a square carpet of sorts, or a rectangle rather. Okay, those are not the right colors that we're looking for at all. I think that's the one I just had. There's one with yellow, kind of drawing the yellow curtains. There, I think that looks pretty good, and maybe we can do a little table. What table should we do? There's not really like any super traditional tables except for these ones. Which, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I actually think I like this one the best. So maybe we'll turn this chair a little bit more this way, scoot it over, put a nice table there. And then put the lighting, and we'll put maybe one of these lights. It's green, but I like the yellow shade. Kind of trying to put in some patterns and stuff there. I definitely feel like they'd have a picture on this wall. Definitely so. Maybe, do we want a historic picture or we could do family portraits? I mean, I know those are obviously like older family portraits, but we could pretend that they're not. We could pretend like they're their kids or something. Who knows? I don't. Let's throw in a plant. Maybe this guy? It looks a little ridiculous sized up. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do my little classic plants under the stairs because it fills up the space nicely, and I think that it adds a little something extra to the space. So there we go. That looks lovely. And then throw some pictures up on the wall. Maybe we could do some historic pictures over here. Maybe this guy, actually. Or maybe the fruit one. We could do both. We'll do that. We'll do a nice little fruit one. We've already kind of discussed that this is not going to be a cheap place to rent or buy or whatever you want to call it. Like, it is going to be expensive, so just cheat it if you want to use it. I actually don't like that. What the heck? I was using that to filter through the colors and now it's not working. You do it with the plus and minus. Maybe it's because I already placed it down. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, plus and minus on the number pad is how you cycle through the colors like that, in case you were interested. Now, what would we put in this little area over here? That's a little too big. Maybe we could size this one up. Sure. We'll do that. Looks lovely, but this little seating area, I mean, we could put an ottoman down. It's a little too modern. I think we need this older one. Maybe we could get it in, I just don't like that yellow color. It is too yellow for what I'm looking for. Well, we'll put it in this maybe. I mean, that looks nice. Definitely not my style, but I feel like I could see some very upper class, traditional kind of people living here. Like maybe their furniture is like family heirlooms or something. I don't know. It's all about the pretending, guys. It's all about the imagination and creativity that is The Sims. We could put a shelf over here. Not that shelf. I don't. I wish that we had like stacking shelves, but like not so big. Like kind of like these, but not those. I don't. I just don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, that guy's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Put it in that color. Maybe throw some plants on there too. Or we could put a sculpture or something. That's... Well, that, I didn't even notice that. That's cute. That's a little bit different though. Sculpture of some sort. Maybe... No, it's a little bit too modern, I think, for this space. That's too big. Oh my goodness, the rain is going crazy. We'll put that guy on there. And maybe some little pictures. We'll pretend that they're pictures of family and not fruit. I don't know why they did that. Like, why couldn't you just make it like pictures of people and not like an apple? That would be great. Anyways, let's put a little bit of a rug by the door. And it kind of hits the stairs that way too. Nice. Very, very nice. And I feel like there needs to be a painting above the TV. We'll put the historic paintings. We'll stack a couple of them. Oh, I put two of them. My bad. Alright, I think that that living room looks pretty good. Let's quickly do the bathroom and then I'm going to go ahead and end the part. And if you guys have any suggestions, obviously let me know. I would really appreciate feedback. I'm just going to go ahead and copy these curtains. And what should we put in here? Oh, maybe we could do some like nice tiling of. Oh, I actually like that one. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. I don't feel. Well, I mean, they might have wood floor in here. Maybe those tiles. A little bit different from the norm. And we'll do some plumbing, grab them a toilet. We're just going to go all out because this house is already going to be expensive, so it doesn't really matter. Cheat codes, friends, cheat codes. And then we'll get this guy. And we'll just put it right in the middle. Get out the toilet paper roll. Where are you? There you are. And maybe put a nice cabinet above the toilet. Get a nice hand towel to put over here. Everything matches that yellow kind of goldenrod shade. Put a mirror above it. We will go ultra traditional just to match, and throw in a plant because apparently I have a plant problem in every build that I make. I can't seem to not put plants in, so plants galore for everybody. I actually don't like the plants in here. No plants this time. I do want to put some paintings up though. That's kind of nice in there. So yeah, there we go. Downstairs bathroom finished and living room finished, and then we will work on the kitchen slash breakfast bar. They're not really going to have room for a dining room in there. Upstairs, this is not permanent, obviously. We're going to get rid of that. Maybe put some skill building stuff in here, bathroom, kids' rooms, and then upstairs here is master suite and these bathrooms. And yeah, so if you have any ideas about the house or the backyard or anything, please let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, everybody.